As you can see, I got my trusty painter out here, that gray coat. I love that. And I've started the painting on the cabinets. So getting them more uniformly painted. The paint job that was on there was 2 years old. Now this is my first attempt at making cabinets, and they turned out decent, especially when you put the hardware back on there. Now they have a decent look to them, in my opinion. But most definitely my skill level from 2 years ago to now have dramatically increased. So much so that I'm going to rebuild the doors here to match the doors that I'm going to put on the pantry. Not pantry, but my wife calls it a hamper. This is going to be a hamper. You may have seen on the previous videos, this was like 4 doors. So we're going to change it into 2 top doors and 1 door that can be raised or lowered, and then 2 bottom doors for it. Just a hamper, basically. And over here is the frame for it. I'm going to repurpose this wood for the frame, because believe it or not, the majority of the cost of any type of cabinet is just the face frame. You could pay more for the face frame wood than you did all the rest of the wood. Hardwood is very expensive right now. And so I'm going to repurpose that wood that I did have, and then just add what I need in order to get this complete. So far, you know, I'm liking this. I'm going to give this a couple more hours to dry off, and then I'm going to put the hardware back on. On a side note, this is what I'm using. I'm using this cabinet and furniture oil enriched enamel, and basically it's an oil-based paint. You know, that's their way of trying to get away. I know they're trying to get away, but I don't see how you can get away from oil-based paint. You most definitely want your cabinets and doors, even your molding, with some type of hard enamel oil-based paint, in my opinion. Give you an example here. This is just sprayed on without any primer, and look at that. That's a regular. This was sprayed with a very good water-based paint over this previously stained wood, and as you can see, it's not going to stick. That's why I use a cabinet paint, oil-based paint, or any oil-based paint. You know, a true oil-based paint will take up to, depending on the humidity and temperature, it could take up to 2 or 3 days to dry. Whereas this oil enriched paint can dry in about, you know, maybe drying time, it says 4 hours. That's very considerable when you're thinking about 48 hours and 24 hours with a true oil-based paint. So that's why I love that paint. I've been painting it. Everything that I've been painting over all this brown that was in this house, that's the paint that I've used. I think there'll probably be some more paint that's just as good, but I really love it, and it has a scratch resistance to it. It doesn't peel off, and I love that paint. I had to stop that video abruptly because I saw some run in the paint. Definitely didn't want those runs to come in, so I wanted to take care of those runs that I saw developing. So that's me in my haste trying to get, you know, more paint on there than I should at any one time, which anybody knows that creates a run. But these cabinets are really turning out to be okay. Glad I decided to put them in here. At first I was contemplating not doing it and spending a couple more $1,000s to this project by buying more, and the wife insisted that I go ahead and put the ones that I built in, because she felt that the quality for her was good enough, and I'm my own worst critic, and it was just me. So some of these are partially in and out. They're not all closed, but it does close pretty nicely. But can't really touch them because the hardware I'll put on later. And then I just want to give this a good 4 hours to dry out before I touch these. I've also come in here and I've started painting the ledge in here. So I'm gonna eventually paint this. This door is gonna go and the trim is gonna go, but I'm going to just buy a slab and put the door up, paint. This is all gonna be painted white, and that's also gonna be painted white. And of course I'm doing all this before I get to the floor. So that's the holdup right now. And this is what I mean by, I don't know if you can see it. Starting to run, so I have to take care of those before. I don't want to be trying to taking care of these with sand paper. Just want to try to do it while it's still wet. Where I am now, you know, this is a complete redo over. Also changing all these out, redoing this. This is the laundry room that I've redone. Everything in here, everything was brown, and I've changed everything up. So this is just more projects. I don't think I ever posted any of this on there. But anyway, just a quick update on the cabinets that I have going on in the bathroom. And thanks for watching.